Peace, love and life fam. Happy Thursday. Happy Jupiter Day. I hope that you all are doing amazing in good spirits and enjoying your week and your day. So let's get into these messages that I have here. Now, the first card that I want to touch on is this card right here, this Neptune card. All right. Y'all see that? And then also I have the High Priestess here, which confirms more Neptune energy. So um, a lot of you guys could have heavy Neptune placements in your chart, or you could be having like an extreme Neptune transit. You can literally be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces sun, moon, rising. You can have heavy Neptunian placements in your chart, like heavy Neptune placements in the first house, heavy Neptune placements in the 12th house, which is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. You could be a Scorpio rising because Scorpio rising's fifth house is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is our planet of spirituality and creativity, and the fifth house is the house of our creativity. Okay. A lot of you guys could be natural healers and empaths. You could work in the medical field, or you can have a business where you use your creativity, your spiritual gifts, and or spiritual talents. You, and again, like I said, you could be having a transit right now. You could have like a Pisces Saturn. So you could be going through a major spiritual awakening. Some of you guys could have had spiritual gifts, and I said this in, I think, another video that I did a few days ago. You guys could be going through a spiritual awakening. You could be natural healers. You guys could have lots of vivid dreams. You could be highly creative. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. Venus is ruled by the second house, and Neptune is ruled by the 12th house. um venus is Venus rules everything, our tangible assets, everything that we can feel, touch, taste, hear, see. But Neptune is the higher octave of that energy, which is why it's such a highly spiritual placement and a highly creative placement, because it rules the higher octave of Venus, everything that we can't feel, everything that we can't touch, can't see, can't hear, can't feel. So there can be so that's basically what that placement is. And a lot of you guys could have some of this significantly in your natal chart. But even if you don't have any of these placements in your chart, again, you could just be having a transit that could be triggering your spiritual gifts. Some of you guys probably had spiritual gifts that have been lying dormant, and now they're being triggered. You could be getting, those spiritual gifts are being awakened during this time. But there's definitely a lot of, wherever you fit in with this, whether you have heavy Pisces placements or you just having that transit, you're definitely extremely intuitive, extremely extremely creative, and you're a natural healer and a natural empath. But right now, I can see where you guys could be going through some difficulties, some struggles right now. You might feel like you're not, you could be feeling alone, isolated. You could be feeling left out in the cold. Some of you guys might need to find community right now. Maybe this is not the time for you to isolate yourself. Maybe this is the time for you to find your community. Or maybe you having a problem of fitting in where you are. This could be family, this could be friends. Stop trying to fit in where you don't, you know stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Again, that's for family and friends. Find your community. Find a community of people that can support you during this time, because you could be struggling to ground this energy right now. You could be struggling to ground your spiritual gifts. This could be due to lack of resources. This could be due to financial struggles. You could be in fight or flight mode right now. You could be overworked, overwhelmed, and that could be the reason why you're suppressing your spiritual gifts and talents. You have been working on something behind the scenes, and you could be frustrated right now because you feel like everything that you've been working on behind the scenes, whatever your spiritual gifts and talents are, you've been working on it long, you've been working on it hard, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. But just like when you plant something, you have to give it time to grow, you have to give it time to flourish, you have to give it time to harvest. Don't give up, don't get tired, don't get restless. You could be tired, you could be restless. Don't give up. When you plant something, the only thing you could do is just make sure that soil is healthy and make sure it's watered. And then the only other thing you have to do is wait. You have to be patient. You have to trust the process. But just know that everything that you've been working on behind the scenes, whatever your gifts and whatever your talents are that you've been working on behind the scenes, is definitely going to come into fruition. I can't even say it. It's definitely going to come into fruition, and it's definitely going to pay off, and it's definitely going to bring you a lot of abundance and financial stability and financial success. But I do see where you guys could be extremely frustrated right now because you don't feel, you feel isolated, you feel alone, you feel, maybe you could be like in an energy of scarcity. That could be scarcity mindset. You might not be supported by family and friends. You might feel alone, isolated, misunderstood. If you're in a relationship, you could feel like you're not being supported by your partner. You and your partner could be going through some financial difficulties right now, and that could be that could be putting a strain on your creativity and your spiritual gifts. But regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship or you're single, there's something about your energy right now that makes you feel like you're alone. Nobody, understands. You're not being supported. But right now it's very important that you make sure you surround yourself with people that will support you and that will align with your values and that will support you in your gifts, because there is a community of people out there that can support you. Even if you gotta walk alone for a while, just know that you're never alone, and that the universe will always send you someone or people that will appreciate you and value you and your beautiful, beautiful healing energy. Also, I got two separate messages as well. Um, if you are single, there's somebody in your energy that misses you very, very much. You could be dreaming about them. They could be popping up in your dreams, or they could be dreaming about you. But either way, they're pulling on your energy. This person misses you a lot. This person has been thinking about you. They miss you. They miss how good the sex was with you. You probably had some of the best sex that they ever had. I do see where you got this person blocked, and I do see once you I feel like you guys were there was something about your values that was misaligned. So maybe, this person didn't support you in the way that you needed to be supported. That could have been financially, that could have been whatever. But you definitely been working on something behind the scenes, and you feel like this person just doesn't understand you, or just doesn't see your value or see your work, and you've moved on since, and you've blocked this person, and you started healing, and you started working on yourself, and you started operating in self-love, and ever since you've been doing that, your life has been blossoming and flourishing. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but this person is definitely heavily in your energy. And I feel like this person, if they had, and I don't want to say this person is going to come back. They may try to come back. 9 times out of 10, exes always come back. And just because an ex comes back doesn't mean that you have to take them back, because it depends on why that person, you and that person, why y'all went y'all separate ways. But in this case, this person may try to come back. Whether you decide to take this person back or not, that's your choice. We all have free will. I don't like to say, yeah, nothing is definite, because again, you have to consider free will. But even if you could have two different energies coming in too, a past person and a new person, but definitely somebody from your past energy is pulling on your energy. Heavy, heavy, heavy past energy coming through. Somebody who's regretful. This person could have walked away from you. That's I was going to say something else, but no, this person turned their back on you, and this person didn't support you in the way that you needed to be supported. So you moved on with your life, you blocked this person, and you've been doing the work, you've been healing, you've been in your soul purpose. And now this person is regretting not being there and supporting you in the way that you needed to be supported. Maybe they didn't have their money up the way that they needed to have their money up, or maybe they just wasn't in a place in their life where they needed to be to support you in a way that they needed to support you. And now that they have done the work and they've worked on themselves, maybe now they're ready to come back and be that man that they need, that you need them to be, or a woman, whatever, whatever resonates, whatever fits, whatever you deal with. But this person definitely, you felt like this person didn't support you in a way that you needed to be supported. And you feel like this person didn't see your value, and you feel like this person didn't see your worth. um I hear, that song by Neo, and I'm not even a Neo fan, but the song that comes to mind when I think about your person is, I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Forgive the bad singing, y'all. Forgive the bad singing. But that is the song that comes to mind when I think about your person and their energy. But whatever happened between you and this person, this card came up. This person, they never meant to hurt you. So this person, I don't think they really got closure from what happened with you guys. Um, you got closure. You gave yourself closure, but they never gave themselves closure. But ever since you guys have been apart, ever since you guys have been separated, now they see. Now they see you. Now they see your value. Now they see your worth. And they slick want to be a part of that. They wish that they can, you know, come back and be a part of the version that you was when you was with that person is a different version of who you are now. The version of who you are now was being suppressed when you guys were together. So yeah, oh my God, this person misses you. Oh my God, you guys. They This person misses you guys like very, very much. You made this person happy. But they definitely see your value in your work now. Now, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you can feel like you are growing apart from your person. You can feel like you and your person is growing apart. And the reason why you might feel like you and your person is growing apart is because you're growing spiritually and this person is not growing spiritually. So there could be like a misalignment of values that could be happening right now. Also, you guys could be going through like a difficult time financially right now. So that also can be could be putting a damper on you guys' relationship. But there's a lack of intimacy that's going on right now with you and your partner, and it's really taking a toll on you, and it's really taking a toll on your spiritual gifts and your creativity. You feel alone, you feel isolated, and you don't feel supported by your partner right now. So there's definitely a longing of maybe wanting to break free from this relationship because you feel trapped and you feel stuck because you don't feel supported by this person. So you could be at a crossroad right now with your person as to if you want to stay or if you want to leave. So there's definitely some fears that could be coming through. You could be pushing your person away because you're not being supported in the way. So spiritually, you guys are misaligned. That's because you're starting to evolve spiritually and this person is not. But I strongly feel like this person, if you're single, the past person, they definitely want to come back in, and they want to, work on things with you. They want to, come back, reconnect. This could be the mother or father of your child. I'm just saying, y'all, don't shoot the messenger. This could be the mother or father of your child. This could be somebody that you work with. This could be somebody that you work out with at the same gym also. But I don't think you really care too much, because you've been operating in self-love lately. So right now you're just happy with, if you're single, you're happy being single. Like, you're not a miserable single person. You're not operating in you've taken the time to heal and give yourself that love and that self-love that you need, and that person sees that, and you're operating in that energy of self-love, and you're happy being single. So whether or not you get back with this person or not, you don't care, because you're happy and content by yourself. And if you're in a relationship, if you're married right now, it's important for you to operate in self love right now, and stop trying to force this person to accept you and understand what you're going through. It's not for them to understand, that's for you to understand. That person will eventually come around, because at the end of the day, you guys are individuals and you have your own soul lessons to learn. So if you guys or if you feel like you and your partner is drifting apart, stop trying to force things to be, and just let things be. Just go with the flow, focusing on your soul journey and your soul purpose, and focusing on healing and making yourself happy right now. Stop trying to, pour into this person. Now is the time for you to pour into yourself and let things be. I do feel like you guys will have a will rekindle the flame. And so if you're going through a difficult time with your partner, you guys will come through this difficult time right now. So when it rains, when there's a bad storm, the rain doesn't last for long. It's not going to rain forever. It's not going to rain every single day, right? The sun does eventually come out. There's the Leo card. So things will get better between you and your partner. So right now, stop trying to force things. Stop trying to impose on your person, and just focus in on the way you can get through this difficult time with your partner. Focus in on your gifts, focus in on your soul purpose, focus in on your healing, and give yourself all of the self love and healing that you can possibly give yourself at this time, and let that person go through what they need to go through and learn their lessons, and come around in time, because they will come around, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better sooner than you thought, you know. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be you guys definitely need to learn this lesson, as judgment underneath the sun. You guys are definitely going to come up out of this, and when you guys come through this difficult time in your relationship is going to be stronger. You guys might even have an addition to the family. That can be more kids, that can be more pets also. And then I got the 10 of cups right here to confirm that. So you guys are definitely going to, like, if you're a married couple, you guys might like I say, have a new addition to the family. That can be kids, or that can be pets. Or you guys might even renew your vows. There might be a vow renewal, but for whatever reason, there was a lesson that needed to be learned, and you guys needed to learn that lesson. And sometimes when you're in relationships, you forget that you are in individual first, and sometimes we tend to impose our lessons onto our partners, when the universe is saying this is a lesson that you have to learn and go through all by yourself. So if you've been feeling alone and isolated by your partner, don't take it personal, because sometimes it's not meant for them to understand every single thing that you're going through. This spiritual awakening and this spiritual ascension is for you, so that the universe can get the message through to you. All right. But yeah, there definitely will be some type of renewal, some type of vow renewal or rekindling, to solidify. Your partner is going to eventually come around and solidify to you that things is going to work out for you guys. So there's the Ace of Cups there, the Knight of Cups here. So there could be like there can be some type of contracts that's going to be signed during this time also. So if you're dating, If you're dating or in a relationship, there could be like a contract. So marriage is a contract, or there can be like you guys can start a business or something like that together. But everything is gonna work out for in your favor, if you was wondering. So don't stress your person out during this time. Let them be. Let them, do your part, and that's it. Don't force anything on your partner right now. Now back to my single people. If you're single, you have new love coming in and you have old love coming in. You have a past person coming back and you have a new person coming back. And I love this for y'all. So you're gonna have to make sure, when my single people, make sure you have up strong boundaries with both the new person and the old person, because you have done a lot of work. You have done a lot of healing, and you've been behind the scenes working on yourself, working on your business, working on your spiritual gifts, working on your talent, working on your creative gifts, and you have overcome a lot of hardships. You've overcome a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to relationships. So when this new person come in and when this old person come in, you make sure you hold up strong motherfucking boundaries with both of them. And let me tell you something, this old person, I don't know what you did to this person. I don't know what in the Erykah Badu you did to this person. Single people, just make sure that when these two options coming in, you're moving in self-love. You're moving from a place of wisdom. Make sure you learn the lessons that you needed to learn. Make sure you have up those extremely strong boundaries. Again, I don't know what in the Erykah Badu you did to this person, but whatever you did to this person, you put it on this person. And this person misses the intimacy with you. This person misses the smecks with you, and this person definitely feels like you have some of the best that they've ever had. No matter if you got a stick or a split, they miss it, and they definitely want to come back. They want to come in, and they want to experience that again. They want to have the experience, whatever experience you gave them. They want to have that. But yeah, everybody doesn't deserve access to your beautiful, beautiful energy. Single people, you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of self work. You've overcome a lot of extreme difficulties and challenges in your life. You've overcome a lot of obstacles, and you've definitely worked hard to get yourself where you are financially, stability. You've done a lot of healing, and you are definitely in a place in your life where you're happy. You're the happiest you've ever been in your life, and they see that. They see your light, they see your healing energy, and they want that. But make sure that they are coming from a place of love. They're coming to pour into your life in a positive way, and they're coming in to add value to your life, and not just coming in to take and suck you dry like a vampire, like an energy vampire. You don't need that. you know like I said, everybody don't deserve your energy. Everybody don't deserve that beautiful healing, and nurturing energy that you possess. So have up strong boundaries with the new person and the past person. And when the time comes, you'll know what to do. You'll figure out who you want to be with, and who you feel is worthy of being in your energy, and who's worthy of being in your energy. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys, and I hope you love this. I'm gonna leave it here, and until next time, love you guys. See you soon.